Hello everyone and welcome to Tyrik on the Move.
Now here's the host of Tyrik on the Move, Mr. Tyrik Wynn.
What's good, everybody, and welcome to another amazing episode of Tyrik on the Move. I'm your host, Tyrik Wynn, and man, we are so deep into the season of Tyrik on the Move, and we're almost wrapping the season up. So Season 3 is coming to a close very soon. We actually got this episode and then 2 more episodes after that, and hey, we're done with Season 3, and we're going to be looking ahead to Season 4. We got some very heavy hitters coming up in Season 4, so y'all definitely going to want to stay tuned for that. But man, it's been a crazy week, and this past few weeks, I got me some new wheels. Thank God for that. Got me a new silver car, so yeah, if y'all see me whipping it out there, and beep at me. I might beep back, I might beep not, I don't know. Just gonna have to beep and find out what happens. And then also this past week, I was actually featured in one of Atlanta's top magazines, Voyage ATL, and that article, man, they did such a good job with that article. So shout out to Voyage ATL for featuring me in their article and things in that nature. You go in that article, you gotta read it. If you want to read the article, you can Google me, TYRIKWYNN, or you can go to their website, Voyage ATL, type that in on Google and go ahead and see them as well. So make sure you do that. And then, hey, man, let me tell you, that article got some exclusive content from where I started my media career to where I am now. Some things that have happened, things that I don't share on camera, that's actually in that article. So make sure you go check out that exclusive content, as it is pretty amazing. Well, this past week, I went out to Holiday Inn in Stockbridge, Georgia, and I interviewed the one and only Mr. Marquel Russell, and he's going to teach you how to get big ticket clients for your business. So entrepreneurs out there, man, if any other interview hasn't been important, it is this one right here for all entrepreneurs out there, because this interview will give you the keys to get those big top customers that you have been looking for. So stay tuned for this great interview, and I hope you all enjoy it. What's up, everybody? We're here at the Holiday Inn in Stockbridge, Georgia, and I'm sitting down with Marquel Russell, the man to teach you how to get the big bucks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead, tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and what you do.
So mainly we have a company called Get Big Ticket Clients, and basically our specialty, our superpower is helping entrepreneurs add an extra 5 or 6 figures to their monthly revenue while actually cutting their work time in half. So that's our superpower.
Okay, sounds good. So tell me a little bit about this company. Obviously everybody wants to get those 5 to 6 figures. So go ahead, kind of like explain what are some of the strategies to be able to do that.
So mainly what we do is we mainly walk them through a process we have called the Sfm Method. So the S is basically position them what do they specialize in, because most entrepreneurs, they're kind of all over the place instead of like figuring out like one thing, like what's their specialty. So that's number one, we crystal clear on that, because once we can help them get crystal clear what they specialize in, they can quickly increase their prices, right? Because now they specialize in something. And then from there, we have a process called funnelize, which is the F. So that's how you take a complete stranger to turn them into a client in 72 hours or less. So how do we take somebody from being a stranger to going through the engagement process and then becoming a client? Because you know this old saying when people say, well, for somebody to buy, you got to have the 7 touches thing. You can actually automate that whole process and do it in a quick way. So that's the F. And then the M is the monetization. That's where you actually get them to pull out the credit card. So that's essentially what the whole process is.
That's where we want to get to.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about, kind of how you got started. How did you know that this right here was your calling?
So I kind of always been into entrepreneurship. Even as a young guy, doing all types of stuff, craziness, got in trouble at a young age with my entrepreneurship, gift. Started doing lawn services and entertainment, club promotions and things of that nature. And I got got into network marketing. I'm not sure if you're familiar with network marketing, but I got into that at first, and they was telling me I had to go out and talk to friends and family and things of that nature, and that was cool, but the people who I grew up with weren't really interested in legitimate business. So I had to figure out how to do this thing and get people to come to me. So that's what led me into the online marketing world, where I really started learning this stuff. And it took a while because at first I was just consuming a lot of information but wasn't really implementing anything. But once I started implementing, the game totally changed, and I was able to tap into a whole pool of people. And once I got good at it, people started reaching out to me, asking me, "What are you doing, Marquel? How can you help us?" And they started paying us a lot of money to help them do it. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I see that. So the online world completely has changed, and it's changed people's lives. So with being online, how powerful is that for marketing purposes?
I mean, it's amazing. So we have clients like in countries and even states that we haven't even went to yet. So we got clients in like Canada, the UK. We've had clients in Tanzania, Ireland. Because once you go online, like most business owners don't realize, once you have an Instagram account or once you have a Facebook account or a YouTube account, you literally have access to the whole world. You have a global business. Even if you don't think global, most businesses just don't think globally. But as soon as you come online and set up that social media account, you have a global business. You can go in and set up a Facebook ad, and you can target people wherever in the world you want to target them. So it's really, really powerful.
Wow. I ain't even, and I'm glad you said that, because that's something I ain't even think about. Like, that it's not just here in the US, it's all around the world you can get people.
100%. Like even the show. So you can let somebody want to start a show. Most people try to go see can they get placements on TV, or like an independent artist, they're trying to get a label deal. Like that's ridiculous, because you can go online, start your own thing, build up your own following, and we see guys doing it all the time. And now you have an international business. You can build up your own fan base. Now when you do go have a conversation with a label, if you decide to, you get a way bigger check.
Wow, yeah. Shoot, we like those big checks.
Absolutely.
So tell me, do you have a team that kind of helps you out, or is this just kind of something you do on your own?
No, we have a team. So we have a team. I have a copywriter on our team. We have a tech expert. We have project managers. We have a whole team. It's a pretty lean team, but I'm real specialized in definitely have a team.
Okay, got you. So kind of tell me how has your team helped you, kind of help guide you through this and stuff like that?
So basically, it's kind of like, because a lot of the stuff I used to do on my own, right? And as an entrepreneur, building a team and offsetting stuff can be one of the most challenging things ever, because a lot of times we're like, okay, they can't do it as good as I do it, or it's just our baby, so we don't want to let other people hold it, right? So it's like but when I was able to free myself of that, it was able to not only offset some things that I didn't necessarily have to do, but it also helped me kind of create time to do other things. You know what I'm saying? So now I don't have to necessarily do a lot of this admin work, because I got an amazing executive assistant, Bianca, who handles a lot of stuff, and now I can focus on other creative areas and the marketing, and now I don't have to necessarily worry about the sales, because we have a sales department that actually handles that. So now we can actually, focus on leveraging, and I basically duplicated myself in a lot of ways. So now we can, expand the impact.
We'll be right back. You're watching Tyrik on the Move.
Today, production@scbtv.com.
What's up, everybody? I'm Tyrik Wynn, the host of Tyrik on the Move, and as some of you know, I've been doing this show for almost 3 years now on YouTube and other social media platforms, but now I am looking to move to television. Yes, I said it, television. So now I am calling all television networks out there to seek this show. If you guys are seeking new content in the season, please check out our show, Tyrik on the Move. Just go to my YouTube channel and check out the Tyrik on the Move reel to see what we're all about.
Okay. So on Facebook, so like watching your Facebook, I tend to watch your Facebook a lot because I want to learn some stuff too. So you do these little videos with your logo on it. Talk about those videos and kind of what you do in those videos.
So basically in those videos, the whole purpose is, because like my philosophy is the way that you show, because anybody can go online and say they're good at something and they can do something. But my philosophy is the best way to show people you can help them is by actually helping them.
Yes.
So a lot of people watch our free videos and they actually go implement that stuff and get results from the free videos. So I have one client named Felicia. She was like, she made 15 grand after seeing me speak at an event just from free stuff. And she was like, okay, if his free stuff is this good, I can only imagine what it's like to work with him.
Yeah.
So she came on board as a client. So that's really what the videos are about, putting a ton of value out, really helping people. And now some of those people are going to go out and implement and transform their business. And then some of them are going to reach out and say, okay, how can I work with this guy to take me to the next level? So that's basically like a little appetizer, essentially.
Okay, yeah, shoot, because and that's good that you show them kind of like a little piece of it, and then when they want to go work with you, then you give them the whole shebang.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
So you have some books. Talk about these books.
So my most current book, so I have a book called Breaking the Cycle. That's kind of where I packaged everything that I learned, because I grew up, in a drug-infested environment. My mom raised me, my two sisters by herself, so I got in trouble at a young age, selling drugs and all different type of stuff. When I turned 24, 25, well, I was 19 when I was in jail. When I turned 19 and had my first son. And then when I got about 24, 25, that's when I got exposed to mentorship. And I found out these guys the conversation was just different, right? People who made millions and millions of dollars legitimately. And the books they read, the conversations they had, the events they attended, it was just different. So I basically started taking tons and tons of notes over about 3 or 4 years, and Breaking the Cycle just became a package of all the notes that I took during that time, which also turned into an event, which you actually came and spoke at.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how that whole thing birthed. And my newer book is called The Millionaire Expert, and it's basically how coaches, consultants, and service providers are turning their knowledge and expertise into 7-figure empires. So it's like most people don't realize that you have knowledge and expertise right now that you can package up and turn into a business and make millions and millions of dollars from. So that's what the book is basically my coaching program in a book. So it's pretty crazy.
Man, I tell you, man, you can learn so much from this guy over here. So Breaking the Cycle, that title is so powerful. How did you come up with such a powerful title like that?
So for me, I think so. Like for I'm gonna give you an example. So when I was at a young age, I got into selling drugs at a young age, right?
Okay.
So my granddad also sold drugs. Then my mom got into selling drugs. My dad probably got into some different stuff. So it was kind of like a cycle. So again, my dad wasn't around when I was growing up. I never met his dad, but I'm just gonna assume that his dad probably wasn't around. And it becomes like a cycle, right? So in our communities where I grew up, your dad not being around was like the norm. Like your dad not being in your life, it wasn't nobody like, where your dad at, bro? Like nobody's dad was around. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that was a cycle, and that's typically the cycle in our community. For lack of better terms, I'm like, okay, for us to break it, for us to stop it and create something new, first we gotta break this thing and then we create a whole new cycle.
Okay. And I'm glad you did share that, because there are a lot of people who have gone through what you're going through or are still going through what you're going through, and they don't think that they can change their life around. But I appreciate you being an example and coming on the show and being able to share something like that. And it takes guts to share something like that. So
for sure.
We appreciate you doing that. So let's go ahead and kind of create an example. So let's say, so I have the show, right? Let's say let's say we need more clients. What can I do?
Clients for the show or clients for your finance program, or clients?
Or let's say clients for the show. I want to bring in some more advertisers and sponsors. So
for example, the first thing I would say, what type of sponsors is like your ideal?
Anybody want to spend some money?
So first thing I would do, I was like get clear on like who would be your ideal
audience.
Yep.
Okay.
Now who would be your ideal sponsor?
Okay.
Based on the audience that you have.
Okay.
Because then you can come to them with like a value proposition. So for example, so my ideal client is entrepreneurs, typically like coaches, consultants, service providers, things like that, who sell something for $3,000 to $10,000 or more, or they can actually create something. So a lot of times we work with authors, all they have is a book. So they don't have anything they can sell for $3,000 to $10,000 more, but they could. So like your book is a finance book.
Yeah.
You can easily create a financial coaching program where you charge $3,000 to $10,000. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So like
I got work to do.
Yeah. So that's our ideal client. So I would pack. So for me, it would be like, all right, so when I go speak at events, the biggest thing I want to know is, okay, is this event entrepreneurs that want to grow their business? Yes. Okay, great. Now, if it's a group of, let's say, moms, but they're interested more in losing weight, none of them have no interest in running a business, I wouldn't have any reason to go to that event. So I'm saying all that to say is like, who is your ideal client? Okay. What do they want? And you say, okay, business owners want more clients and more exposure. So if they can pay you to get them in front of their ideal client, they're like, I'm in. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing. So get clear on like who that is, and then like what do they want? You know they want to get in front of more people. You have access to that, and then you're going to help them bridge the gap. So that would be the biggest thing I would do.
All right, sounds good. So yeah, we want to go ahead and know who we're getting, know that they want whatever they want, which is obviously to get more clients. And so that's a good thing. Go ahead and take that advice.
Yeah, and sell it that way. So now they're like, okay, here's why I want to be a sponsor, because you're going to help me get more customers.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go ahead and tell the people. If you go ahead and tell everybody, say for instance they want to go ahead and go with your company and be able to go through your training process and stuff. How can they do that? Also your social media as well.
So all of my social media is Marquel Russell. So it's Marquel Russell, MarQuel RUSSELL. So that's Instagram. My website is marquelrussell.com. My YouTube is Marquel Russell. Facebook, everything is Marquel Russell. And if you want a free training that shows you how to get 20 to 30 brand new high ticket clients for your business every single month, just go to attractbigticketclients.com. So attractbigticketclients.com. I got a full free training where you can dive into and implement it.
Man, this is some great information that you were able to share with me and also the audience as well. And we thank you for coming on the show and sharing what you have to share. So yeah,
my pleasure.
We really
Thank you for having
appreciate that. Absolutely.
Welcome back to Tyrik on the Move, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed that great interview with Mr. Marquel Russell. Now it's time to get into the rest of the show. Now it's time for Tyrik's Money Tips. And today's Money Tips is strategies on how you can save money on everyday life. So things that you do in everyday life, there are ways to save money on it. Apps. Let me tell you about these apps. These apps that have like apps for these companies, that these various companies that you shop at on a daily basis have apps and strategies for ways so you can save money. So let's say food apps. Almost all fast food restaurants I know the fast food restaurants that I eat at have apps. So when you have these apps, you can collect points on some of them. Some of them send you coupons and things in that nature. Use that stuff. Download these food apps. So when you go to these restaurants, you go ahead and scan it, or or you can actually order on the app too, so you can skip the line as well. So different strategies on how you can use this with food, doing fast food. Go ahead and show them that app that you got a free sandwich or whatever. You got 5 free sandwiches. I mean, hey, use them. So that's another way to save with money for food. And then with clothes and stuff, like these different stores, department stores you go at. So maybe you go to the outlet or something. Go ahead, download that store's app. You like this certain name brand, go ahead, download their app. They always got coupons on them. And go ahead and download that stuff. Use them at the store. And hey, save. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. All you got to do is just do your research on saving. And there's also this other website. Lots of you know it. I'm not going to say their name, but there is this coupon website, starts with a G. Lots of you know it. So that's another way to save on some stuff as well. But I can't mention their name because of advertising purposes, and they haven't advertised. But yeah, y'all know the website. That's another great way that you can save on some great things.
Now, for a long time, I've been telling you to watch Tyrik on the Move, but these people think that you should watch the show as well.
If you want to be on the move, watch his moves, then you can learn how to be on the move. Tyrik on the Move.
All right, thank you.
Hey, what's up? I'm Marquel Russell, and I highly recommend and encourage you to watch Tyrik on the Move.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Ski from the People Station V103 here in Atlanta. On social media at Frank Ski. Make sure you're checking out my guy, Tyrik on the Move.
Hello, make sure to watch Tyrik on the Move.
Watch Tyrese on the Move.
right here, right now, all the time.
Well, you know you better watch Tyrik on the move. I do. And listen, when he says he's on the move, well, you're going big places, you know. TV next, I think. We're working that out. So we're both trying to realize our dreams. So support is the name of the game.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. I really am proud of you.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry Tinsley, host of Sunday Morning Praise and Early Morning Praise on the People Station V103, urging you to watch Tyrik Wynn at Tyrik on the Move.
Hi, my name is Ellen Foster. I'm with the McDonough Junior Women's Club, and you should watch Tyrik Wynn on Tyrik on the Move.
Yo, everybody, watch Tyrik on the Move.
I'm Brentford Rogers.
And I'm Darius Wynn, we're the co-founders of Passio. Please go watch Tyrik on the Move.
Hey, what's up? This is Anthony Hamilton, and you better watch Tyrik on the Move.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sarepta, a podiatrist here in Metro Atlanta, and I encourage you to watch Tyrik Wynn on Tyrik on the Move.
Watch Tyrik on the Move. He's moving, baby.
Now you've heard it from them and you've heard it from me. So make sure you're watching Tyrik on the Move every Sunday on Facebook and YouTube at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Well, unfortunately, it is that time to close out the show, but you know I can't leave you without giving you your words of wisdom, and that is your encouraging words. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into those encouraging words, and today's verse, I'm actually not reading out of the KJV, I'm going to read out of the New Living Translation, which is NLT for short. And this verse reads as follows. It's James 3:14. But if you are bitterly jealous and there is selfish ambition in your heart, don't cover up the truth with boasting and lying. And so, basically to say that verse is, what I'm saying is, you know, always be happy for other people, no matter what happens. So let's say, you know, maybe you're at work and maybe your coworker just got that new promotion or whatever, and you know that you really want it, and you're like, well, why did they get it? Don't be like that, because guess what? Your time is coming for that promotion. God has something better for you, something way better than that promotion. I mean, you never know. It probably could have brought some stress in your life, that promotion, if you would have got it, that job. Probably would have brought a whole lot of stress and tears and things in that nature. Or maybe, better yet, you might not even be at that job. You might be at somewhere way better than where you are now, maybe you're making 5 figures. Next time you'll be making 6 figures at the next place you get hired. Or maybe it's not even God's will for you to be working. It might be God's will for you to have your own business or something. So you just got to look at it in a positive way and in a positive light. And those are your encouraging words. Now, we are 1 week away from the Tyrik on the Move Pin Strikes Takeover. Yes, this event is going to be lit, but we can't go without mentioning those amazing value customers, the sponsors for the event. Kizzy Kakes, who will be making the great cake for the event, which will actually have my face on it. Oh yeah, it's going to be a delicious cake now. Minuteman Press, who has took time out, who has been such a blessing to Wynn Productions and Tyrik on the Move. He's been making the flyers and stuff for the event, and he's made a lot of things for us, so we really do appreciate him. Wynn Productions LLC, TW News, of course, the show, Tyrik on the Move. Green is the Thing, Money Management for Kids, which is written by my mother and me as well. Fun Spot America Atlanta. Yes, Fun Spot. We actually have something very special about them. Fun Spot has been such a blessing, and they have taken time and they have actually donated 6 pairs of tickets, which means 12 tickets in total, to donate to the Tyrik on the Move Pin Strikes Takeover. So we're going to give them out to you, but you got to win them. So yeah, we have these great tickets. So we have these tickets that we're going to give out at the event. So they're going to be different types of giveaways. So we know that one specifically that we know we're going to do is whoever gets the highest score in bowling will get one of these tickets. So, hey, if I get the highest score, I get the ticket. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, shout out to Fun Spot. They actually gave me a season pass for the season, so I have a season pass, and I really thank them for blessing me with that. But yeah, so we have these giveaways. We're going to give them out, our top giveaways. So the amusement park, I mean, hey, you can't beat that $60 value. This is going to be great. So definitely make sure you all come out to the Tyrik on the Move Pin Strikes Takeover. And hey, you never know. Maybe if you're the first one there, you might win one too. Hey, I don't know. You'll have to see when you get there. Well, thank you all so much for watching this great episode of Tyrik on the Move. And next week, we won't have a show. We'll just be live at the Tyrik on the Move Pin Strikes Takeover. We'll just be posting live videos on the Tyrik on the Move Facebook page from the Pin Strikes Takeover. So we're taking that week off to have some fun and enjoy time with you guys. So I can't wait to see you all at Pin Strikes in Stockbridge next Sunday, October 6th at 2 p.m. See you there.